So we have all the ready there. Fantastic. So what I'm going to do is that the first thing that we want to do to get started is that I'm going to go ahead and share a screen, right, based on the welcome email that I have sent to everybody from our team. So then we can go through this so that you have a good idea about what this program is all about, and of course to clarify any other question. Now let me know, is the screen showing the words file that I'm sharing with everybody right now? Just type yes. Okay, fantastic. So you will not be able to see my face at this moment of time. I think so. So I'm just going to share the screen for now. So you're not going to see my face. So this is where I'm going to walk you through the components. This is going to be a step-by-step program. The first one is the workshop. The workshop, it's going to be happening in February, and we are pending for the final venue. And the reason is because we want to know the final numbers of attendees before we secure the venue. Uh, we'll send out email to those who wants to have an inactive participant to attend, or they want to have their family member and so on. So it's all inside the email. So you need to confirm to reserve any additional seats that you want. And after this week, we will go ahead and secure the hall room. So the workshop is where we're going to be covering the training, the knowledge, the know-how. So this is where we will basically walk you through how to start an e-com business. When I use the word e-com, I'm referring to physical products. And the whole concept is to get products from China through the system that we have built for you. So you do not need to have any experience about e-com business or sourcing from China at this moment of time. In another word, you do not need to think of what product to sell, where to get products, and so on. That is something that we will help you with to get started, right? Now, the question is that what if I have something that I want to sell right now? Now, I would suggest you to treat this as a separate business. What do I mean? As a standalone system by itself, because I'll be sharing with you the entire blueprint from A to Z. So if you don't follow it in the sense of step by step, and you do it differently at this moment of time, which means that it will be harder for us to support you in that sense. But if you're an experienced marketer or internet entrepreneur, and you want to take what you learn here and apply to your business, if you know how to do that, with all means, go ahead and do that. If not, it will be so much more easier to just follow the plan so that we can support you for the entire 12 months, extended to 24 months. Make sense? So if that makes sense, go ahead and type yes so that I know that I am communicating with you, because I cannot see your face. And right now, you can't even see my face. All right. Okay, thanks for all the yes. Great. So in that 2 days, we'll just walk you through on how to use all of the components, which again, I'll be going through with you shortly. Okay. And then we are going to cover from how to set up the store, how to add the products in, where to get your products, how to get the products, how to choose your products, the price you should offer at. We'll give you all the guidelines. So again, we'll go through the second component later on, and we'll give you the inventory list and so on, and we'll teach you like how much markup you should do, like how many units you should buy, and all this kind of stuff. All of those will be covered in the 2 days training. So let me say this again. In fact, let me just go ahead and type here so that you can see what I am saying. So we'll be covering how to choose the products to promote. Let me just go ahead and put this in red color. And we will suggest the pricing and so on. But you don't have to follow exactly, but we'll suggest you all of those, right? So what I'm saying is that we're going to be covering everything from how to set up your store to choosing the products, to add the products, and so on. And the store will have a software that you can activate and so on. Now, this will be a business class, a marketing class, a training class. This is not like going to a college and learn how to set up tutorials, okay, everybody, let's go ahead and click one button, and then everybody clicks one button, and then we'll just have to wait for everybody to click the next button. We're not going to do that, right? Those are college. This is not college. This is a business class where I teach you how to sell online, how to do marketing, how to do business. I just want you to understand that aspect. We will have a workbook for you to take all the notes that you need. So technically, you don't need to bring a laptop. But if you want to bring a laptop to do your own research, to log in, to play around, to take notes, with all means you can do that, right? But we won't be so-called hands-on in that sense because it makes no absolutely sense at all to do that. Why? Because this is not a tutorial class. This is not a class on how to set up a store. You can do that by watching a YouTube video or attend some college class and so on, which they'll teach you how to do that. Make sense, everybody? Right? Um, and then once we teach you how to set up a store, pick your products and so on, then we'll cover on the marketing. Now, the marketing, which means that we'll also be teaching you, obviously, how to drive traffic, how to track your conversion, and so on. And then we'll be covering business strategies of building the e-com business itself. Like, how do you build a long-term business? What's the next step? Like, what's the next level? How should you white label your business and so on? So there will be a lot of things that we'll be covering. And obviously, for the obvious fact that it's impossible to master everything in 2 days, this is why we'll continue to support you through our online group coaching, right? So as of for now, for this 2 days workshop, does this make sense? Do you understand so far what I've just shared with you? Please go ahead and type yes. Okay, great. Now, we will give you the product solution and so on, right? Once you learn this strategy, obviously, this is strategy on how to be an e-com business, which means that into the future, you may source your own products. You may sell print-on-demand products and so on, but you don't want to get yourself overwhelmed at this moment of time. So let's go to the second component where we'll activate for you the license so that you know how to get started with your store builder. So this store builder, you'll get like 6 months for absolutely free. That's what I shared during the summit. And if you want to continue, you can. It will just be $20 per month, but you are not obligated to continue whatsoever. The reason why we give you the income store builder is only for this main intention, so that you do not need to incur costs for the first 6 months to get started with your business. So this is how I think, right? As an entrepreneur, that as an entrepreneur, we understand there will be operational costs. Understand? If you run a business offline, you need to rent office. You need to have a warehouse. You need to have all of those. Makes sense, right? So online, you need to have a store. You need to have a website. But right now, when you first get started, which means I don't see you, making money overnight, so to speak, that if you don't have this, you will need to get a store somewhere, and there's probably no such thing as quote unquote free stores. And you may sign up with Shopify and so on, and that's going to incur cost to you, especially in the beginning when you're not making money. So we're gonna give you this so that you are not, how to say, you're not working in any sense of fear, like hey, end of 30 days is coming, I haven't made money yet, I haven't get my sales and all those part. So after 180 days, if you want to continue with the store that we give to you, you can. It's only $20 a month. If you do not want, you want to go with Shopify, you can. Or hey, maybe you're an expert, you're gonna set up your own WordPress, WooCommerce, and all those kind of options, you can do that, and that's totally all right. But this is how I think, right? Like for instance, when I build my business, like I have Shopify as well. When I sell my ecom products, why wouldn't I create my own, say, WordPress, create my own server and all this kind of stuff? Why would I want to pay Shopify? I was paying like about $100 per month rather than running my own. Well, because I'm a businessman, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not focused on that little cost. I'm focusing on how much time I can save and how much money I can make from the business. Make sense, right? So this is on that. Now, at this moment of time, there's no point for you to ask me how to use the store and so on, right? Because we haven't get started. But during the class, I will walk you through how to use that. And then when you go back, even on day one itself, you can go ahead and play with it because we activate your license on day one itself. So before I go to component number 3, does this make sense, everybody? Just go ahead and type yes. Okay, so let me see here. Let me just go ahead and see Andrew, if Andrew is there.
Over here.
Hold on, right? Let me just go ahead and search. Now, I did not hide the chat and so on. But if there's nothing important, try not to type that because it will be distracting others. And also, of course, distracting me and Andrew to answer any question at this moment of time. So for now, we're just going to go through with the flow where I will share with you and I'll ask you some question and then you just respond to me accordingly. So the next component here is the pick and sell inventory. Now this is going to be something very exciting where here's what we'll be doing, right? During the workshop, we'll give you an access. And let me just walk you through. I mean, this is a walkthrough webinar so that you understand the entire flow. So you get access to a quote unquote private membership. Now, inside the membership, we'll have the product where we have research for you. So we call it pick and sell because you can choose the products that you want to sell and place your order there, and we can help you to ship it to wherever you are, like to your house or your office or to your customer. Now we'll explain to you all the process during the 2 days workshop, right? But at this moment of time, I want you to understand how it works. To the member area, and it will tell you, like for instance, let's say a product, let's say a soft toy, right? Or let's say a helmet, right? Let's say a kid's helmet, a bicycle helmet. So it will show you the bicycle helmet there, and then it will mention to you how much is the price, right? And then it also mention to you what is the MOQ, minimum order quantity, because different sellers, they will have different MOQ. Now you also have the suggested price, and there will be what we call a QA, quality check fees. Whatever the fees will state it there. If you do not want to have that, that's all right. We make absolutely no money from that. This is like the service that we provide to you because we actually have a team in China that does that for you. So usually what we do is that, let's say if you buy like 20 units, we will check like 2 units, right? If you buy like 30 units, we'll randomly check for you. I mean, we'll go through all the details. And that's what we're able to provide for you so that you won't be scammed by those products, right? You heard of stories where what they see and what they get are totally different stuff because there's no QC, right? So we have that system to QC for you. And in terms of the flow, like how it works, like after you choose the product, once you place the order, what will happen? Now, all of those will be explained to you in the 2 days workshop. This is why the 2 days workshop is where we cover A to Z for you. So far, so good? If you understand component number 3, just go ahead and type yes 3 so that I know this yes is related to component number 3. Yes 3. Okay, fantastic. Now, are you guys excited so far about how easy it is for you to basically start an e-com business and having products from China, which is the capital of getting products? I mean, that's where every e-com fellas are getting products from. They're getting from China, right? Now, what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to set up a poll right now, and we're going to have like over 200 plus ready products for you to pick and sell. But at the same time, it's going to split into 5 categories that we have researched for you. So I'm going to do a quick poll here right now and put up the 5 categories name. And then you're going to choose the poll, which one that you like the most, right? So this is what I mean. We are not going to say, let's say 200 products. We're not going to say find 40 for each category. We're going to find more for the categories that you prefer further. So let me just go ahead. Give me 2 minutes right now, or less than that, to put up this poll. Just give me a second right now. Let me just put out the poll. Hold on, yeah. I'll walk you through all the components, and then later on, Andrew will share a few more um, things related to China. I am creating the poll for you right now as we speak. And oh yeah, one more thing, during the class, Andrew will be able to share with you his own ecom business where he gets product from China. Okay, so let me just go ahead. Okay, you should be able to see the poll right now. Are you seeing the poll there right now in front of you? If yes, just go ahead and type. Okay, so I saw some of you have started taking the poll. Just go ahead and click, the poll there. We'll just let it run for the next few minutes. After you have done the poll, just go ahead and type done. So then, when I see everybody's done, then I will move on.
Now we say that don't worry about. I mean, you can always change what your categories later on, but right now it's
All right.
just we
So it
want to get
seems
a
that the
feel.
winner
Yeah.
is mom toys and baby care. So we'll probably have more of those. That's number one. Travel and sport fitness goes number two. And the last one are gadgets, consumer electronics, and household. Oh wow, the polls change again. So mom toys and baby care are still leading. Second is sports and fitness. Third is travel. Wait a second. You guys got to decide. Don't change the poll again. You are changing the poll. Okay, there are few people polling right now. Okay, so uh well, the poll has changed. You know what? I'm just gonna come back to this poll and see the final number again, because now sports and fitness is number one. Make up your mind. All right. Okay. So Andrew, note on the poll so that we'll know what are the products that we should source for. Okay.
Okay. All
So
right.
let me continue. Just type continue, which means that's going to be the green light that we're going to continue from here. Okay, so we have all the continue coming in. Okay, right. So now, component number 4 is the done for you China fulfillment system. This is something that is very valuable, and I would even say this is the main thing that makes this program different than any other program that you see all around the world, probably, right? Because we have the system to help you to get products from China to here. This is not something you do right away, but now you have this resource, as you have learned from my training and so on, right? Having resources and knowledge is basically the key to accelerating your success. What does this mean? This means that if you find a product in China, and let's say you want to sell that, right? Oh, sorry, you want to buy that and you want to sell that. But how do you go around to do all of that? Now, so this is where we'll have the SOP, standard operating procedure for you in our membership on how to use this. So we can help you to achieve this. And we'll explain to you how to use this component during the 2 days workshop. But to give you an idea, just an idea. Let's say you went to Shenzhen, right? And you found something that is remarkable. Let's say you go to a fair and you went to the fair and then you saw these toys, right? And now you want to buy that and you want to sell that, right? But maybe you are not Chinese and you cannot converse in Chinese, right? So it's going to be very challenging. And even though if you are a Chinese and then you don't want them to know that it's a foreigner who is buying for whatever reason, probably because you don't want them to know that yeah, you don't want them to sell you at a higher price or whatever it is, then you can get in touch with us. We'll tell you how to do that and go through our counterparts. So maybe we can also be the person to go and place the order for you and do the negotiation for you in that sense, right? Of course, if you was to do that, then we'll have to work with you how to go around that, whether there will be some fees incurred or there's no fees. We'll just see how we're going to go around that. It's going to be case to case basis. So I don't want to say, hey, it's going to cost you X more dollars. Hey, it's going to be free. We just do not know how much work is going to be involved. Or maybe it's going to be really simple that you do not need our counterpart to go and do the purchase for you, but you are dealing with the fair vendor and you're done, right? So now you want them to ship the toys to you. But how are you going to around that? I mean, maybe you don't even trust them. Like, hey, can we pay them? You're not you don't know, right? Or how are you going to check the product? So this is where we come in to help you to do that. So we have the fulfillment system, we have the QC check for you, and everything else. So you will see which part of the assistance that you will need from us to help you that. But our intention is this. Our intention is just to help you to get products from China so that you can sell in Malaysia or anywhere around the world at a very competitive price and help you to make lots of money. It's really that straightforward, right? So that's component number 4. And Andrew will be covering with you shortly. I just want to go through all the components and pass it to him so that it makes more sense. I don't want it to go halfway through and then Andrew comes in and then go back again, so you'll be confused, right? So I just want you to know, like, you understand everything so far. If yes, go ahead and type yes, and of course, if you're excited, go ahead and type excited so that I know there is some energy happening here because I can see your face. That's the thing, right? Personally, I'm very, very excited about this because this is the solution that I'm looking for all this while. I never got into this whole e-com business as like building a e-com empire. I mean, I've done POD, print on demand, where they make an order and then we got it printed through like Printify, Teespring, all this kind of stuff. But those didn't really build an asset, didn't really build like my brand. You know what I mean? It's like I'm just making money, and it's nothing wrong with that. But this is where I can build like a proper store. I mean, we're just gonna teach you so much things during the today's workshop. Imagine you could have a store and you build a brand. Let's say your store is about moms. Let's say you are doing that, right? So it's not about the products; it's about your brand. Again, all of these things I'll be teaching you in that 2 days. And with that in mind, if you have the brand, you could be replacing products. You don't need to sell the same products. I mean, once you understand the system and once you understand there's abundance of opportunity in China, if one vendor it is not, you know, uh, uh, giving you what you need, you can just find another vendor to provide to you. But it's important about having your own brand in that sense. Make sense? Make sense? If it makes sense, just like make sense with an exclamation mark or something like that. So I see a lot of excitement there. Okay, great, great, great. Wonderful. Right. So let's continue from here. Component number 5 is sales and support chat templates and swipes. Now, this is very important. One of the reasons why I don't like ecom business, to be frank with you, I'll be very honest with you, right? I mean, I love ecom business for the simplicity of it. They see products, and it's easy to convert because they're looking for a products and they just make the purchase that they like. But the support, it's another thing. But because Andrew is building his own ecom business and he's going to give you the templates, like the common questions that they're going to be asking you, like the size. Is there a refund? Is there a cancellation? How do we return back products? And all of those really have all the templates. And this is going to help you so much to save time. But the other reason is that this can even help you to provide better customer service and also to provide quote unquote upsells. Now, with these templates, it also means that you could be hiring someone to help you run your business, because you just say, hey, if they ask this question, this is the template that you reply. If any of you are going for the Operation Zero Employees program, I teach you this. I teach you how to be a business with no employees, how you build your team and everything else. So if you're in that program, you're safe, you're covered. I'll be teaching that portion at the same time. So this is where we will walk you through on all the templates. We'll give you a file with all the templates during the 2 days workshop. So the 2 days workshop will actually walk you through the entire system, including all the components. And once you have completed the 2 days workshop, you will be added into a closed door online coaching group. And we use Facebook simply because everyone has Facebook. Now, if you don't have Facebook, you better go and sign up for a Facebook account, because this is the best, simplest platform to get started, rather than using like another internet platform, community platform, and so on, right? So there you go. So that's the reason why you use Facebook. And inside the online coaching group is where you can continue to ask questions on any stuff that you're not too sure of. And at the same time, you can also bounce ideas with all of the clients that we have, which means that you'll be creating a community of yourself, so that you can have what we call peer-to-peer support. And when everybody have the same common goal and everyone is excited, everyone is having the positive energy, guess what happened, right? The motivation is going to be there. The momentum is going to be there. I mean, if suddenly say Muhammad Azim start posting, hey, today I sell like 3 units, right? And then Bernard saw that, hey, and then Bernard also get excited, and then he say, hey, today I made my first $100. And then Samantha say, hey, yesterday I just made my first $100 as well. So do you see that you need a community that it's all in positive energy to support each other to build a business? Because as much as all the strategies, tactics, blueprint, it's very, very important. But you know what's more important than all of this? The right mindset. Now, it's a cliche thing, I don't teach all this mindset stuff because I'm not a motivational speaker. And I think that you are already motivated. But you must always remind yourself to be the positive person, right? Because just think, if you have all the strategies in the world, but you are just one really negative person, do you think you'll succeed? Of course not. You know, Imagine that you're a very positive person, but everybody else is just so negative, they continue to poison your mind, so on. I think you will give up. But let's say, right, you're one super positive person, and instead of having 100% of the strategies, 100% of the knowledge, you just have 10%. You know what? You will still be making money because you have the 10%, but 100% on the right mindset. If you have zero at the right mindset and you have all the resources, all the knowledge, guess what? You are still not going anywhere, right? So this is why it is so important that when you are in my program, you keep yourself motivated. That's not my job. I won't do that. I will tell you what works, what doesn't work. If you sucks, I will tell you you suck, right? If I don't want you, I'll tell you I don't want you, because I do not need this extra stress. I do not need this all this negative nonsense. I just don't need that, right? But if you are a positive person, I love working with you. I love helping those who have the right energy, the kind of energy, being positive, and so forth. Ask my clients, ask my students who have achieved success, right? I don't have to prove to you or anyone, because my students have already proven to you in that sense, right? Ask my students, right? Like how I work with them, how I deal with my clients, and doing my very best to help them succeed, so long that they are also doing their part. Got it? Make sense? If that makes sense, just type yes there. All right, we saw Heng Sum. Yes, it makes sense. So response to me in the chat so that I know that you are with me. So here's the thing, right? I'm still working with you. Reason why I'm asking you a question is because if you participate, you are embracing it. And that's how I can coach my clients and my students to achieve success. So there's a lot of things going on in terms of coaching and training our mindset to achieve success. All right, so let's continue from here. The bonus here called the social media income masterclass recording. This is the last point that I'll be covering, and then I will pass to Andrew to share with you about the SOP and process and so on. So where is it? Okay. So the social media income is actually a 2 days workshop class that I did previously, where I share with my coaching students and clients how I use social media to sell my products, right? It's I would say that it is proven. Otherwise, we wouldn't have filled up the summits room. So we use social media, like we do email marketing, we do all of those. The same thing that I teach you during the summit, exactly as it is. We use three strategies: email marketing, referral marketing, and Facebook ads. And there are some other ads from other network, but most of the sales comes from Facebook ads. So the thing that we cover, the knowledge that we cover inside social media income, it is priceless because that is the same system that I use to sell any of my products on the internet today. And now you get full access to that. So it's a 2 days training where if you go to internetmarketingpioneer.com, you'll see the description of what this product is, but do not buy because you have gotten the access. Our team has sent you your login details. If you did not receive that, communicate with our support team. The same email that you receive for your welcome email, right? All the details will be there. So go through that training, because if you go through that training and then when you come to the class, even though if you do not understand the entire system, but you will have a basic framework. Because during the 2 days class, I will be teaching about, Facebook ads. I will be teaching about buying advertising. I will be teaching about social media. So if you have the foundation taken care, it will be easier for me to teach you, because it took me 2 days to teach about social media. Let me say this again. It took me 2 days to teach about social media. Now, we don't have 2 days in eCom income workshop to talk about social media, right? You have to do that prior to that. Now, if you don't want to do that, that's okay. But if you were to do that, the advantage is yours, right? Because ecom income, it will not be covering social media. I'll be covering on how to build an ecom business. So you have like about a month, right? That you go through the training. It's lengthy, but do your best to go through that. We even provide the download links for the videos inside. You can just download it, put inside your phone, whatever methods that work for you. Then go through the training. Again, do not buy the course. We're selling at $497 from internetmarketingpioneer.com. Do not buy because you have the access. So that is your so-called preparation, not the ecom preparation. The preparation is to learn about social media so that you can use that later on. Okay. All right. So that is basically to sort of go through all the components about ecom income program. So if it's good, go ahead and type good there, and then I'll be able to invite Andrew to cover other aspect. Okay, we have all the goods coming in. Anyone else who is not typing in the chat, can you go ahead and type in the chat? Sam Liao says in the chat. Okay. That is funny. Type in the chat. All right, Sam, you got me on that. All right. Okay, I will get you back next time on another webinar. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close the screen right now, and it's going to prompt my face again. And let's go ahead and let's have Andrew to share. Okay, I think you can control the screen, like you can show Andrew's video and he has something to share with you. And let's see what Andrew will have to prepare. Uh he's gonna
Okay.
explain to you like the flow, how does all this China product source, which I have no clue how it works. Okay. And I will pass this to Andrew right now. I will just hide my video. And you're just gonna chat with Andrew and whenever he asks you a question, you're gonna tell him that you can hear him or not, like what I'm doing with you. Otherwise, he wouldn't know whether you can see him or not. All right,
Okay.
Andrew, I am going to mute myself and hide my video. It's yours.
Sure. All right. Thanks, Patrick. Can you guys hear me? If yes, please type in the chat. Yes. All right. Thank you, Paul. All right. That's great. Now, I'm actually preparing, just like Patrick, we are giving you the poll. So I'm actually preparing, doing research for products for you guys right now. And the more I do the research, the more I'm excited because we see a lot of good business opportunities, product opportunities that you guys can have. But the thing is that right now, because there are like limited access because of the Chinese New Year is coming. So some of the vendors are already start clearing the stocks or not keeping any stocks. So, but don't worry. Immediately after Chinese New Year's, so our guys will get contact with them, and we'll start build all these products for you guys. Now, I've seen that you guys have the polls. So now I'm going to walk you through uh, the. Let me upload my slides. Okay, it's just going to be like a page. So I'm going to show you how the process is going to be like, so that I just want to assure you that you don't have to worry too much on that. Okay, can you see my slides? There's only like one page, product ordering process. Click on that. If you can click on that and see that, please type yes. That's great. Now, I'm going to walk you through the process. Yeah, you can see there's like 6 boxes, 6 processes, but the very important one is actually what you're more concerned is the first one. So the first one, when you order, you're going to select from the 200 plus products from the pick and sell so-called membership stores. So once you order, then your order was sent to my team in China, which they were going to confirm and orders from the suppliers. Now, we will have to confirm with them, you see, because there are 200 over products. Sometimes they will just like run out of products, okay? But rarely will that happen. But it's just in case, then we will come back and advise you what to do. Yeah, all my people will just go and source for another second source. All right. So these are the things that most probably that you will be doing. So after you order, we're going to confirm you. Once confirm order, then we'll place the order. And the tracking shipment is that my team in China will also help you to track the shipment so that it will ensure it gets into my warehouse to be done QC inspections. Yeah. Now, just now Patrick already mentioned in a QC inspection, so our guys will will random check. Now, if you want to be really sure, this is what normally I do. I will do 100% check when I first buy. Yeah, let's say I buy like, for example, 10 units. So for the first batch, I will check all 10 units. Then after that, once I know that, hey, this supplier is good, then I'll do a random check, maybe like one piece out of 10, something like that. Yeah. So now this is going to be done for my team in China. Our team in China will do that. And once they done check, everything is good to go, then they will send to logistic hub. So they send this logistic hub. So when you place your order, you got to tell us where to ship. So the address, so from this logistic hub, they basically will deliver to the customer. I mean, the customer means that it's you or your customer address. So to us, it's this address, then we will follow that. So the process is pretty simple. So what you're more concerned is that decide what products you want, then our team in China will go and confirm with the suppliers, and then we'll get back to you. Yeah. So this is the basically the whole product is going to be. Now, just now, Patrick mentioned a good point. Some of you may have your own products in mind, but in the training, uh, my advice is same as Patrick. Follow the process, follow our process, and pick from one of our products first, and then go through that process and you make sales. Now, later on, if you have products, we can always advise you how do you use a product to complement it, and so on. So that we want you to be able to follow the process that we already designed for you to make sales first. Yeah. So do you guys excited wanting to make sales and make money? If yes, okay, please say you're excited. Now, I don't know about you, but as the more I research the product, the more I see, wow, this product also can sell. This is also a good opportunity. So I also get so excited. Yeah. So I just can't wait to meet you guys next month. All right, that's good. Now, I I hope that this discussions tonight that we will give you the ideas what prepare, and then what you're gonna get ready for, especially what Patrick just mentioned, the your social media. So spend some time. This is important, right? If you prepare, then when you come to the 2 days training, then you can go very fast. Okay. So I think that's about all I want to discuss with you guys.
So let me just go ahead. Andrew, so if you are not speaking, probably you probably need to mute so that we don't have this conflict of sound. Are you able to mute? There's a mute button there. You got it?
Already, yeah, mute.
Okay, let me just see. Uh, okay, sounds good. All right, great. So, a few more things I want to share with you. So, we have shared with you the what you can do right now. You can go through a social media training, but at the same time, I want you to know that even though if you do not go through that, that is still okay because this is not a social media training, right? It is just that you sort of understand how it works, and if you go through a training you don't completely understand, that's still all right. I'm not asking you to become an influencer. I'm not asking you to become a social media ninja and any of those, right? But just understand the framework of how we run ads and so on. Because social media income, it is very intensive. It covers a lot of content creation and everything else. You don't really need to do all of those. You just need to understand how we advertise, how that works, right? And the second part is, remember, if you want to have, say, someone to come with you to the class, you need to secure reserve their seat ASAP this week, because after that we're gonna close the order link. It will just be 500 ringgit excluding SST for the 2 days, this will be inactive participation, right? Which means that we will not treat the attendee as a client. This attendee, he or she will just be there, right, to accompany you in that sense, not as a part of the program. Then the other option is the family offer, where your spouse or your family member, whether your son or your daughter or your father and so on, they will be part of the program where they'll be sharing your account in a sense. So for that, we will treat the family offer as one of the person who also have the program, but they will be, or she or he will be building the business together with you as one single entity, which means as one single business, which means that both of you are building one business. So we are supporting one business. We're not supporting two different individuals in that sense. And that is only, it's going to be less than 50% discount. It's only 1,005 excluding SSD. And the only reason we're doing this is because we're having requests, right? But if not, if you're just coming by yourself, you can ignore this 100%. Whether you bring your family or your spouse or not, it really doesn't matter to our business. Again, we're just doing this to help you in case you want to have someone to come with you, right? So just want you to know that we sent out the email today with all the links. If you did not receive, go ahead and check your email. Search for eCom income, probably inside your spam box if you did not receive it yet, and everything should be there.